Pump It Up. Do you remember that song?
Yes.
I remember in the nightclubs.
Yeah.
It was a good sweaty old one. But it is what pumping the blood.
Yes.
And of course we need our hearts for that,
We
Nicola
do,
Fryer.
we do.
Thanks for joining us because it's a very important month of February. It is what do they call it now? There was Heart Awareness, or is it just Heart
I
Month?
think it's just Heart Month.
Yeah, we don't need anything else apart
No,
from that.
keep it simple.
I mean, it's quite important to our heart and that it's functioning.
Well, heart disease is actually the leading cause of death in New Zealand, accounting for nearly 30% of deaths. So every 90 minutes, someone in New Zealand dies from heart disease. So it's something we want to really
That's frightening.
look into. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So heart disease, explain to us what heart disease is for those that don't really know.
Well, it's a range of things, but the main thing that causes a heart attack is when there's blockages in the blood vessels in the heart, and those blockages get so thick that the blood can no longer get through, and then the heart is stopped by the blockage.
Yeah, not being able to get through, and I'm not going to go into it because we're both not doctors.
No.
But now it's more common, thank goodness, you can get stents which actually widen up those canals,
That's
don't
right,
they?
reopen them, yeah.
Which aren't actually a major operation anymore, are they?
It's
and a
fantastic.
Lot more isn't that
no
good?
more open heart surgery, well, not for that sort of procedure anyway, which is great, yeah.
Let's talk about the information,
Yes.
which is a very important part of educating people out there.
Yeah.
The websites, there's the Heart Foundation website.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they've got a great new part of their website. I think we've got the link up there.
Yep, great.
Heart Help website, and that's a fantastic news service to people who have had a heart attack or their loved ones and families, just to give them information about what happens when you have a heart attack. How does the heart actually work? Because it's like we were just talking about. People wonder what's happened when you have a heart attack, and it just gives lots of tips about if you've had a heart event, how to look after yourself from then on to make sure you live as long as you can, and because the outlook is good these days with everything that you can do to take care of yourself.
But I think you just nailed it on the head actually, is that yes, okay, well and good, unfortunately you've gone into hospital, this has happened, but it's after you leave.
Yeah.
You need to keep up the care and the advice they do give you, because they do drill you when you leave, don't they,
Yes.
hospital?
Yes, they do.
There'll be maybe the specialist there and the nurses, and remember this and that. A lot of people probably go out and not intentionally, but just let it go. Oh, I'm better now.
Well, you can feel that way, but there's lots of advice given when you're in the hospital and support afterwards as well. Make sure you keep away from the smoking, get some activity, get some physical activity each day. Try and keep an eye on your cholesterol and your blood sugars, because those sorts of things can be linked with heart disease, obviously.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and and of course, healthy eating, have a heart-healthy diet. The two biggies there probably are watching your saturated fat intake, so fats from animals, avoid your butter, avoid your skin on chicken, fat on meat, that sort of thing, low-fat dairy products. And the other thing is junk food. Try and steer clear of junk food. Shop from around the outside of the supermarket, make yourself beautiful meals with lots of fruits and vegetables, and just go back to the basics with your food rather than too much salt, fat and sugar that's been added to food.
And before we go, know your numbers. What's that all about?
So that's another website that we're going to put the link up to.
Cool.
And you can go on that to check out your heart age and your risk for heart disease. And it's got a disclaimer on there just saying that if you've got some conditions, it's probably not the best one for you to be looking at, but otherwise it's a great one to look at where your heart age is, and then at the end of it, once you've gone through and answered all the questions, it might say to you, well, if you lowered your cholesterol and lowered your blood pressure a little bit, then we could bring it down to this. So you can see where you're at, and you can see where you could be if you maybe just looked after yourself a bit better and lower your heart age a bit. So that's a really positive one.
Well, some great information. Let's go back on. We've got those two wonderful websites to go to.
Yeah.
But I think what you're really saying is, one, looking after heart, there is exercise, get active. We've got the City to Surf coming up.
Yes.
It's not about running all of it. You can, sure. You can walk it.
You can, absolutely.
And for the family, it's a great opportunity. But the big thing also, looking at your diet.
Yes.
Taking it back to basics.
Yeah.
Thank
really
you so much, Nicola.
No worries.
Some good. You could have helped one person, and it's spreading the word and looking after your family and your loved ones.
Absolutely. Look after everyone.
I know. Rightio. Now,